Hello guys, today I'm here to make a different video. I will talk about how to approach a race, but not in terms of setup of the car, but about yourself. Are you ready for a race? Let me do one question. How many races you lost because your shock oil, your diff oil, or just your setup was not correct? You maybe don't know, right? But let me know how many races you lost because you flipped, you crashed, you just do some basic mistake. Maybe many, right? So today I'm going to make a video in 3 steps how you can improve your performance on the racetrack. Approach to the track. This is one of the most important things on the RC. It's when you approach the track. So when you go to the track and it's a brand new track, let's say, and you don't know any corner. So take a picture, take a look at the track, imagine yourself driving on it already, and try to see the sections that you'll maybe make you slower or maybe you will have some troubles in. So try to work on it on yourself, because this is one of the biggest mistakes that everyone does. Because the people go on the track, they go on the stand and they just look and they were like, that jump look okay. They are just like this. No, go to the track and imagine yourself. And when you go for the first time on your hit, don't try to be the king, because the most usual mistake is that the people go on the track and they try immediately to be the fastest. This is for sure wrong, because on the first hit you want to take all information from your car, all, and also from your layout, all information. So if you try to be the king of the hill and you are flipping every 2 corners, what you are taking? You are not taking anything from the car, anything from the layout, nothing. And then you come down and your excuse is, my car is losing the rear, blah blah. That's just excuse. Try to drive smooth, to learn the track, because one of the main important things for yourself in one race is that you trust in yourself and there is no fear. This is one of the most important things. And if you drive on the first round and you are flipping all the time, you lose all your confidence. So try to drive smooth, to don't do many mistakes, to learn everything on the track, to try to have to suck all information from your car, to try to improve your setup on the second round. Excuses have more value than responsibility. This in nowadays is really true. And if you think in your life, we are always doing this. We are putting out our responsibilities to put in front our excuses. And now you're like, what? Think about it. When you go in one race, right? Or you are going to drive, right? Like the first approach on the track. Your responsibility is to go on the track and try to drive without any mistake, and like try to have all information from your car and from the layout, right? And what you do? You drive like maniac. Like really, like it's the last day you are going to drive RC. And then coming out of the stand and then tell to all your friends, oh, my car is super bad, I need to change the shock oil and blah blah. That's completely wrong, it's not true, and you know that. So that's why I say that we put our excuses in front of our responsibility. Attention, I do the same and I try to change that. And that's for sure, if you are able to change that thinking and you put your responsibility in front of your excuses, in the future you are not going to need excuses anymore, because your responsibility is going to be much bigger than that. So when you go to the track, you need to put your responsibility, because as I said, tell me how many races you lost because your shock oil was not correct. You don't know. How many you lost because your diff was not correct or just a camber, wherever. You don't know. But what you know is that the last race you flipped on the last corner, or the last race you overjump, or you jumped too short, or you crashed, wherever. And that was not because of the shock oil. It was because of yourself. So put your responsibilities in front of your excuses, and for sure you are going to give a huge step forward. Go home happy and have fun. This is difficult to explain, but the first thing that everyone tells you is have fun. But the truth is, if you are not able to put the responsibilities in front of having fun, so basically when you go to the racetrack, your main goal is to have fun, right? But if you don't put the responsibilities in front of having fun, in the end of the day, they are going to switch. And you are going to have a lot of excuses and no fun, right? So that's why it's very important. The third thing when you go home is to think about all your mistakes. Try to work on them. Try to see your race and be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. If you are lying to yourself, you are just not changing yourself to improve in the future. So look behind, look to your hits, look where you have done the mistakes and think about them. Think really when you flip on that corner was because of the car or really because you entered 300 km/h in one corner that you should enter 80. Think about that. That's super important, for in the end of the day you say to yourself that it was your mistake and not really the car. And then this is like a snowball. In the future, if you work like that, you are going to get stronger. Because in the future, you know that you cannot enter 300 km/h because maybe you are going to flip like you flip on the last race. And this is very important. I know that in this part of the video, for sure you are thinking, but Bruno, you are a professional driver, we don't need that. Yes and no. Guys, I'm not blaming you because this is something that I also do every race. Every race I go, I also have this problem. We all do. But if we can solve this problem, we for sure give a huge step forward. And I'm telling you this because I want you tomorrow to go on one racetrack and really enjoy it. Really work on your setup. Because now what is happened for sure is you go on the track, you are flipping all the time, you are arranging excuses on the setup, you need to change your setup, then you are afraid all race because you are flipping here, flipping there, and you are not confident. So this video is just for you to have a different approach on the track so you can improve, and in the future, when I tell you to change something, you change and you really feel it. And not you are like with huge pressure on yourself going on the track and trying to still learning the layout or fighting with the car. That's just to all improve, and we all can share everything and improve in the future. Thank you very much, guys. See you next time.